Welcome to another episode of the Nothing to Profitable series. Today we're going to talk about data highs and data lows and how to actually trade the news event. So let's get into it. First, if we want to understand data highs and data lows, we need to actually know where to watch news. I personally use forexfactory.com and I only watch high impact news. I'm going to show you actually. Here is it. Yeah, forexfactory.com. I pull out, this is like the next week news that we are going to have, and these are my filters. Yeah, since I trade Nasdaq and the S&P 500, I disable all of them and only enable the USD. Also, I disable the orange and the yellow folder news because they're like lesser impact, and I only enable the red folder news. They're like the highest, the most impactful news. Also, I enable the gray news. Those are like bank holidays, so the volume could be lower. And let's say that it's Tuesday and we're gonna trade this core retail sales. Yeah, it's gonna happen at 2:30 p.m. and data high and data low is actually the 1 minute move of this news. Yeah, so like this is 14:30 and this is the 1 minute candle at that time, and the high and the low of the 1 minute candle is the data high and the data low. With that in mind, how do I treat them? So I use data high and data low as liquidity. Yeah, so same as with liquidity concept, same as with swing highs and swing lows. I usually want these highs and lows get swept and maybe revert from them, or if we sweep data high, data low first, I want to see some kind of a reversal to the upside and maybe target the opposing liquidity in the form of the data high. Let's get into some examples. The first example I'm going to show you on the CPI news is going to be on April 10th at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time or 14:30 my time. So yeah, that's right here. We want to see how the price is going to react off of that. Okay, we see a massive momentum to the upside during the news event. We're going to mark this data high and the data low of that candle and see how the price is going to react off of it. Yeah, we are nearly at the market open. Yeah, here the market opens. What do we see? We see a sweep of the data low. Yeah, we swept it. Oh, we barely swept it. We haven't yet swept it actually. So we'll not take any setups. Okay, now we swept it, but really shallow sweep. But since we swept it, we take out this sell side liquidity in terms of the data low, but I would still not take shorts just because this data high is still left unswept above. And data high and data low, you have to understand them as liquidity and like a high probability liquidity pool. Yeah, like they rarely get left unswept. So we usually don't want to trade against them, but towards them. Yeah, so price again reswept it. What do we see? Finally some momentum to the upside, and it's really choppy price action today actually, but yeah, let's just scroll through this and I bet that it is gonna eventually hit it. Yeah, okay, so we swept it, and maybe we could take a short setup from here. Yeah, like stop loss at a change in state. Yeah, here was the change in state. Oh, here's the change in state, and take profit maybe at the opposing liquidity. But yeah, this is just an example. But I just wanted to show you that the data high and data low get swept all the time, pretty much all the time, 90%, 95% of the time. Let's get into the next example. For example, from the same week, again at 14:30 my time, we have 3 news coming out: unemployment rate, non-farm employment change, and hourly earnings. If we have more impact news or like more news stacked at the same time coming up, it's that more volatile. So let's see how the price is going to react off of that. So yeah, massive news candle. We mark up the high and the low of that candle as the data high and data low and see what the price is going to do. Okay, we right away swept the data low. We are again nearing the market open. The market opens in like 30 minutes. Okay. Massive momentum to the downside. Massive. What do we see? I would still want to take longs towards these data highs. Yeah, we have externally swept this sell side liquidity. Yeah, like this was a change in state. So let's say we entered here at a chance to stay, stop loss at the low, and take profit all the way at the data highs. Yeah, let's see how the price is gonna play out. Yeah, we get another retap if we didn't get filled the first time. And really slow price action. This might even take a while, but we have to understand that data highs and data lows are really high important, high probable confluences. Yeah, okay, it got swept. But you see, even if the price really reverted and sold off, we eventually swept that data high because it's just high probability confluence. It doesn't have to get swept right away, but it has to get swept. That's pretty much all. Let's get into another example. So yeah, it's right here. Let's see what the price is gonna do. Really small candle, to be honest. But even with this small news, we can actually mark this out, data high and data low. Yeah, we already swept the data low. What do we see? Okay, we have swept this internal liquidity. We could take some form of entry model towards that, the data high. Yeah, we have inverse this small fair value gap, entry at an inversion, stop loss here, and little one-to-one risk reward. Very high probable trade, just because this is the data high. Maybe not the best risk reward ratio, but really high probable, really high win rate. But yeah, even with this small news candle, small impact news, yeah, like just the unemployment claims, is just as I said in earlier of this video. But yeah, the high in that candle, the high and the low of that candle got swept, that high probable. That's pretty much all for this video. I'm not gonna really lengthen it up, this video, just simply data high, data low, news candle, 1 minute, boom boom, quick in, quick out. That's all. And yeah, that's pretty much it. See you in the next one. Peace.